One of you assholes threw this stick in the way. Look how beautiful this hay is. What beautiful hay. It's been a great year. This is some of the best hay you can get. About 50% alfalfa underneath. Nice thick stuff. Got a 4-day window here. I had to take that flag out. It was annoying me. It was right in the way of the cutter. My brother used this 4430 for parade for Flag Day. What's up, old farming? How you doing? And he has like 6 flags all around this damn tractor. They're all falling off and crap. Well, I got about 20 acres down already, 25 acres. This is some nice stuff. So I'm gonna cut this field too. I'd rather have more than less for this window so we can keep going and get all this done. We have a lot of acreage still to do just for first cutting, so every time you have a little window, you want to try getting the absolute max you can get done. So you're not just bailing for a few hours, then you're done. You want to be able to be rushing around and use every minute. Right. So the first step is I drive along the obstructions. So if there's anything big in there, somebody threw a rock in it or something, I'm going to hit it with the tires instead of the cutter. So I go around the outside first, then I turn around and cut where I'm just running over here. Then I'll turn around again and make 6 passes, and I'll go right through the middle. This cutter does such a good job. Where's everybody watching from today? If anybody has any questions on what we're doing today, go ahead and shoot. I'll try to answer it. This is the first stage of making hay bales. This is the cutting stage. So I'm cutting this stuff, and then you need like a 3-day window to let it dry. So if you cut this stuff and it gets rained on, after it dries, it'll ruin it. It'll be worth no money. If you cut this stuff and it has like 3 days and it dries properly, then you can make thousands of dollars off of it. So it's kind of a gambling game. It's kind of a gambling action, you know. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. If you wait for the absolute perfect time to cut hay, and you're waiting for a week straight of no rain, you'll never get anything done. So for instance, today's Friday, so we're cutting, and then Saturday, Sunday it's clear, and then Monday and Tuesday it's probably clear. There's a little bit of chance of rain, but you just gotta risk it. Sometimes it works out great, sometimes it works out terrible, but you gotta try her out. So since I already drove on this, I know that there's no huge sticks or anything in the way. So now I can cut it without hitting a bunch of bad stuff as I've been watching. And then you'll hit it with the tires. Can you run it? Run what, this? I don't know, Dad's pretty particular. This cutter here is about $50,000. This thing sure does work good. So this is in Whitmore Lake, Michigan, about 15 miles from Ann Arbor. 6 Mile on Spencer Road, if anybody knows the area. This is some beautiful hay here. This is gonna make our family good money. This is my idea. This is my idea to make all these in a hay field. We got this farm maybe 2-3 years ago. I was planting it oats. So we plowed all of it under and planted this nice seed in here. Man, this stuff is coming up really good now. We really haven't got a lot of hay off it the last 2 years. It takes a while for this stuff to start catching. Looks like the alfalfa is taking over real well. This alfalfa is really good quality feed for animals. Real nice protein for them. That's what I love about this cutter though. You can move real quick and get a bunch done. That's a cherry tree. Little cherry tree fell down. Once you start selling firewood, you can just look at a tree and tell what type it is from the bark. One of many of my useless skills. Where's everybody watching from today? Texas? Hell yeah. Appreciate the likes, appreciate it. You guys take a second, go hit the follow button or subscribe. It really helps my channel get out to new people. Thank you guys for watching. It's kind of neat. Once you get used to this, you kind of engage the distance. I don't even have to really look forward very often. So I try doing about 6 passes on the outside to open it up, so I have a place to turn around. Then I go through the middle. There's a lot of nice hay in here. There might be like 600-700 bales in here, at least 800 bales. So if you're getting $7 a bale, that's a pretty good paycheck. Navarre, Florida, nice. Michigan had a quarterback named, I think his name was John Navarre. Here's all the round bales we did the other day. This is what I cut over there. It's about 10 acres there. I cut a real nice stuff earlier. Then I cut all around the home farm. 20 miles east of Pensacola. I've actually been to Fort Lauderdale. That's the only place in Florida I've been. I got back from Afghanistan, and the Marine Corps said, "Hey, we're going to send you to Fort Lauderdale on the USS Iwo Jima. You're going to wear all your new ribbons and awards, and you're going to go get girls and have a good time partying." I go, "Sounds good to me, brother." So it's called Fleet Week. So it's me and all my buddies just back from a war zone, and we get sent to the middle of a party area. We all have like 30,000 in the bank. That was wild. They said you had to be back on the boat by like 10 o'clock at night. It'd be like 9:57. I'd be running. I'd have my hat lost, my uniform's all messed up, ribbons all knocked off, Jaeger stains. That was a good time. Might have spent a few dollars, a few shekels, I tell you. Then the first thing I did when I got back from Afghanistan is I went to Mardi Gras. I had an apartment right on the strip, and I partied for like 5 days straight during Mardi Gras. That was crazy. I got a little loose as a goose. So this is the first step of cutting hay, making hay bales. What you want to do is get all the moisture out of all this grass, because you're trying to compress it into small cubes, which is called a bale. So what we're trying to do is get this stuff cut, and we have like a 3 to 4 day window with nice sun like this, and we'll move it around with machines a few times and flip it around so it dries evenly. And then after like 3 days, we'll come in here and we'll start baling, and we'll compress it into bales. If it has too high of moisture, it'll start molding and get ruined, or it'll spontaneously combust and burn your whole farm down. So it's really important to get a nice window to dry this stuff out. Now if this stuff gets dry and then it gets rained on, it'll ruin the color and make the value go way down. So it's a big gambling game to figure out a perfect time to do this. If you guys go and get and subscribe to my channel, let me know in the comments and I'll give you a shout out. I appreciate you guys for watching. I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Trashy side. They their hair too tight, their hair in style. Too much whiskey, yeah. Too much food. Get excited, baby, gets you confused. I like the women just a little on the trashy side. This is really nice alfalfa in here. This is where the stuff worth a lot of money. That's a brown waitress in a Dolly Parton wheel. That's the thing that spreads it out to dry quicker. It's called a tedder. Those are the two balers. That's the wagons we shoot it into. On their hair in style. Too much food. Thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate the nice compliment. This is a nice field. I'm glad we got it. And we have another 30 acres back there. So this is a really nice property for us. We have a lot of hay fields, let me tell you. Appreciate all the likes, and if you guys could go subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys very much for watching. I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair in style. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's hundreds of butterflies all around in this field right now. All yellow, little yellow butterflies. Pretty cool. Well, the best parts about farming is you're in nature all the time. You'll see coyotes, you'll see turkeys, you'll see big 8-point deer right in front of you. You'll see little fawns, does. It's pretty cool. You are one with nature. Nature makes or breaks your whole life. Just like your mama. Grew up down and she grew up now. On the Indiana line. What a beautiful day. This is a 4430 John Deere. This is from 1974 and it's still making us money. Can you beat it, folks? Can you beat it? Nothing runs like a deer. What's everybody up to today? Where are you guys watching from? Hopefully you guys got good weather if you're farmers and get some hay done. It's been a weird year. I've been told never go. I've been tired of this time. Tired of this time. This is some really nice hay. It has a lot of nice alfalfa underneath this. The color of it and everything is just perfect. We're gonna be able to sell the crap out of this stuff. Hopefully my dad will finally love me and he won't beat me. I'm so scared. He always beats me. He always tells me, way to go, dumbass, you cost us the game. New Brunswick, Canada. I wonder if that's where the Brunswick bowling balls comes from. You guys need to keep that fire smoke out that way, man. That stuff's terrible around here. I'm about 40 miles from Canada right here, man. That stuff about choke you out some days. I feel someone creeping in. I appreciate all you guys watching. If you go hit the subscribe button, it really helps my channel grow. Thank you guys very much for the support. That's Alberta, Canada. Nice. I don't know nothing about Canada, man. After all that trucker stuff went down, I said, F Canada, yo. A bunch of communists, I tell ya. I have a Canadian tractor that's broke down right now. We're trying to get fixed actually right now. My dad's hauling it to the mechanic. Versatile 700 from Canada. There's some big deer in this sucker, let me tell you. Let me tell you. So what I'm trying to do right now is open up the outsides. And once you get like 6 to 8 passes around the outside, then you just pick the middle and you start opening it up this way and it goes a lot quicker. You just need a good spot to turn around though with this big tractor. You don't want to turn it too sharp because you might tip this cutter over. It tips very easily. This is the beautiful hay though. This is great. We're gonna be able to sell the hell out of this stuff. Hardest part about cutting hay is the corners. You gotta try doing it right where you're not missing a bunch. Man, this hay is nice. my dad and brother got this cutter 2 years ago. It's brand new, and I think this is the best investment we made. This thing's such a beast. Underneath there's 12 spinning blades. I'll show you the blades. This is the blades right here. So there's 12 of them in there. I could change all 12 out in like probably 5 minutes with no tools. It just pops out with a little tool that's on the side of the cutter that comes with the cutter. So you don't need any wrenches or anything. Just pop one out, put the new one in. And each one of those teeth only costs $2. So you cut all this acres, you cut 200 acres, and you have an issue with a tooth, you can replace the whole set for $25. And it'll take you 5 minutes. It's just amazing productivity. And you can flip them too. So for $250 you get probably about 250 acres. Not bad. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make the money. I was driving a 492 disc Haybine from like 1982 for the last 3 years, and all of a sudden we got this. It's like a damn spaceship. This thing's so cool. It makes everything better. Yeah, this stuff's thick as a cold bowl of mashed potatoes. I love this stuff. This took a lot of work. We had to go through and pick. This whole field was just a normal field, and before you plant the hay, you got to get every damn rock out of there, because you can't send rocks through this machine or the baler. So we had to go walk at this entire field, clean it out. There's like 40 acres in the back too. So it's really nice to see your hard work pay off. That's gonna be some beautiful hay. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Thank you. This stuff is thick. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy few days. This is some beautiful Michigan hay. Should make some good money off this.